make the world go round. I'm trying to get it all right now. Everybody worry about the crown being. Look, homie, I'm the man right now. Talking to a peon, kind of time we on. Don't roll like the kind of take eons. Got a little buzz, it's time to go beyond. Can't look back, no time to hit rewind. Yeah, she wants to do S class. I'm like, boo, who are you must ask? They pour way too much in your glass. Just move your hips like a whole up class. Hit the gab, I talk that gap. Strut like up and I walk that shit. When I'm up, that's it. I'ma start living reckless. Get that bag, I'ma walk like this. Yeah, I'ma walk like this. Hit that lane, I'ma walk like this. Walk in the spot, but they all get lit. Toilet won't flow, let me talk my shit. Every song bang when they drop in hit. Said on the man, post stop, no miss. Over your head, next time don't slip. Play your part, better read that script. Yeah, I'ma walk like this.
Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, today's episode of Wrestle Arc Podcast is brought to you guys by our good friends over at Player One Coffee, Fanatics.com, Vivid Seats, Dream Clothing, Glitch Energy, and QQ Covers. All those things will be in the description bar down below. Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 150.
Ladies and gentlemen.
God.
Sorry,
you're good. Welcome to everyone to episode 150 of the Wrestle Arc Podcast. I am the host, Trustful Pincash. Here as always, I am joined here today by the London Nightmare, Liam Warren.
hello. I'm ill.
And the Wheel Hacker, Christian Vega.
That's just not fair.
Hi. Also, I didn't hack the wheel.
Yes, you did.
Peyton.
Yes, you
No, I
did.
didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Look, I'm going to have to stop you there, guys. We're here today because this Saturday, October 5th, from the State Farm Arena in Atlanta, Georgia, is WWE Bad Blood 2024, the event making its return after a 20-plus year absence. And we have a 5-match card to predict for you all, courtesy of all, 6 of the 7 members will be participating, except for Rahul.
Yes, and we're not going into his rushes, so we wish him good luck.
Yeah, we wish him well. And because there's 3 of us here, you two have to do a lot more talking than usual. How does that sound?
I'm not ready for this, man. I'm not.
I am. Let's do it, I guess.
Okay. Starting off, we have what is rumored to open the show, according to all the news outlets, is the Hell in a Cell match between Drew McIntyre and CM Punk. Who have you got, and why Christian Vega?
We're starting off with that one.
Yeah.
I'm going with CM Punk. I feel like Punk needs this win more so they can end the rivalry for now. So they can move on and do different things.
So yeah, I'm also going with CM Punk.
Any reasons
There's a
why?
possibility McIntyre wins, but I'm still going for Punk.
Like this rivalry has gone on for too long. I'm waiting for it.
Since the Rumble.
I'm waiting for this thing to end.
Okay, well, I'm also gonna go for CM Punk, and that's purely because the whole promos in the build up to this match of Bad Blood, it's been, very passionate in person from Punk. He's not been jovial in anything he's ever said. He's been, fairly calm and reserved about it all, and he's actually made it seem like the match is emotional, has a lot riding on it, and I think I can agree, considering this has been a few years. While, again, I do disagree with the possibility of this opening the show. I think it has every right to main event, but we'll get to that later. So, in terms of the other members who haven't made it here, we're going to start with Ross. He has CM Punk to win this match. Aled has CM Punk to win this match. And Radio also has CM Punk to win Hell in a Cell.
We're all even in this one.
Wait for this one.
Yes. We'll then move on to the WWE Women's Championship match. The champion Nia Jax, who will most likely be accompanied by Miss Money in the Bank Tiffany Stratton, facing former WWE Women's Champion previous to the Irresistible Force, Bayley. So I'm going to go to you first, Peyton, since Vega went first last time.
I'm gonna go and say Nia Jax retains.
Okay. I'm also going to say Nia Jax retains. And I think there's probably going to be some shenanigans involved, like, because last Friday on SmackDown, you know, Tiffany very much was put in her place by Nia because she was teasing and yet another cash in, I suppose. And then she was like, nah, don't do that. And then obviously Naomi's still in cahoots with Bayley, but I think that's going to maybe work against Bayley this time. And then that might lead into a little future thing between Bayley and Naomi. What about you, Vega? Who you got?
I'm going with Nia to retain as well. But I
Okay.
also think Tiffany could tease a cash in as well, but not successfully cashing in.
Well, you know, it doesn't count as successful or a failure if the bell doesn't ring. So,
Yeah, you know what I meant, but yeah.
yeah, I know what you meant. Right, for this, we'll go to Radio last because he has a interesting thing. So for Ross, he went for Nia Jax to retain, as did Aled. But the Radio said Bayley wins, and then there will be a Tiffany Stratton cash-in.
Okay.
So he believes that's going to happen. I don't know. I think they might draw it out a bit longer because in years past, where the women's Money in the Bank's been a thing, they kind of, well, except obviously for 2020, where it was actually for the Raw Women's Championship because Becky had to leave due to pregnancy. But, you know, usually they do it pretty much almost like within a small time period after the person has won it. But I think this time they can really like draw it out and build it up a bit more. So we'll move to the third match now, which is Damian Priest facing the Judgment Day's Finn Balor. I'll go first on this one, and I think that Damian Priest is going to win this match because because Finn Balor did stand tall this past Monday on Raw, and you know, 2 coup de grace, maybe even 3. I can't remember what it was. I mean, I didn't watch the show because I was asleep. But the fact of the matter is that the Judgment Day in its current iteration, apart from one member who we'll get to later, don't seem to win on pay-per-view, so I'm going for Damian Priest. Vega, who have you got and why?
Damian Priest. He needs to win. Nothing else
I
said.
said Vega, not you, but yeah, okay, that's fine. Cool.
Gee, thanks, Peyton.
So Vega, who have you got?
He said my name, okay?
No, he
I said-
didn't.
I said Vega.
I
Go watch it back on the stream later, and I guarantee you, in fact, that I said Vega.
Anyways, I'm also going for Damian to win. I don't know if he needed to win, but I have a feeling he's gonna win anyway.
Okay. That's fine. Right, we'll move to the people who aren't here. This time we'll start with Radio. He thinks Finn Balor is going to win this match. And Led is in agreement, thinking that Finn Balor will also win this match, but Ross is the exception to the rule and agrees with us three and thinks that Damian Priest will win this match.
2 Finn Balor, 3 Priest, or 4 Priest.
Okay. Yeah.
Alright.
50-50 on that one.
Moving on to the next match.
We have
We have the Women's World Championship match. The defending champion Liv Morgan taking on Rhea Ripley with the added stipulation that Dirty Dominic Mysterio will be suspended above the ring in a shark cage. Peyton, who you got and why?
Liv Morgan to retain.
Okay.
I feel like Dom's gonna like break out of the cage last minute and help
Well,
Liv
then
win.
just drop on top of somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Vega, what about you?
I'm also going for Liv to retain. I feel like Raquel returns in this match and helps Liv retain the title.
That seems to be a very popular theory, and I'm going to say that Liv Morgan also retains the Women's World Championship, because I think there's going to be a lot of shenanigans. I think Dominic's going to have some pocket-sized weapons up in that shark cage, and he's going to drop them down. There's going to be like a distraction spot, maybe a ref bump, and then, maybe Rhea doesn't, she sees all that coming and takes advantage and tries to win, but then I think Raquel eventually might return and then cause some shenanigans and side with Liv Morgan and be a heater to, make Liv Morgan even more of a bigger heel.
Yeah.
So we'll go to the other people who aren't here. Aled has Liv Morgan to retain. So he's in agreement with us, as is Ross, who has Liv Morgan to retain. And then Radio, Rhea Ripley, because, as we all know, he despises Liv Morgan.
He does.
So there is that. And now we move into what is heavily touted, controversially in my opinion, at least from my view, the main event, the tag team of the Bloodlines, Solo Sikoa, fake-ass TMU Tribal Chief, and his enforcer, Jacob Fatu, versus WWE Undisputed Champion Cody Rhodes, and in his first match back since WrestleMania, the original Tribal Chief, the only Tribal Chief. Put your ones up if you like him,
Already
or
am.
don't if you...
Already am.
Acknowledge your real.
Acknowledge him!
And Roman Reigns. If you didn't know who I was talking about from all that dramatic introduction.
Pongaloa is your real Tribal Chief.
Dude, shut the fuck up.
I'm joking.
That guy couldn't even hit a fucking barn door. Anyway, I'll tell you what. I'll go first in this match because... Actually, no, I won't, because I'll probably have something more expanded to say. We'll go Vega first.
I think Cody and Roman will get the win. Roman will pin Solo, setting up their eventual match later on. So
it's a very large possibility, shall we say? Peyton, what about you, my friend?
Roman and Cody.
what?
You said Roman and Cody.
Oh,
What do you think I said?
I thought you said something else. Never mind.
No, Roman and Cody.
All right, you spoke too quick. That's why.
I'm also going for Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns. Here's why. After I take a sip of water, that is, because while I'm not on the brink of death, my throat feels very hoarse.
Stay hydrated.
Yeah, even if you're not ill, stay hydrated. I think Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns win, mainly because I think they're going to have help in the form of maybe a returning Jimmy Uso, because maybe like Hikuleo debuts here as well, but then Jimmy Uso can come out of nowhere and attack them. While I do feel like this match could go either way if some rumors about a certain old final boss being there. But then again, he could always return afterwards. But I think that The Rock doesn't return here like this. It's a B-level pay-per-view. If you want The Rock to return, you want him to return maybe either after the War Games match at Survivor Series or maybe even in the lead-up to it if they want to put him in there, which I don't think they will, because Hollywood will want to protect his ass. But then, no, I just think there's a lot of factors. I think you need to keep Cody strong as champion for a start, and then maybe figure out another way to get to a match, a crown jewel with Jacob Fatu, because I don't think they're going to do Cody and Solo again. So, Cody Rhodes, and as I said, the other factor in this is Roman Reigns, who is competing in his first match since WrestleMania, and you got one of the bigger he's probably the biggest babyface next to Cody Rhodes now in the company, maybe even slightly above. So you want to keep him strong too. So yeah, Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns. For the people who aren't here, Radio went for Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns. Ross went for Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns, and Alette went for Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns. So we're all in agreement.
Mhm.
Indeed. I think that's
So-
a good match, except for
Oh,
Damian and Finn.
Damian, Finn, and Rhea and Liv.
Yeah.
So now we're going to just move into the portion of the show where we recap the past week of wrestling, I guess you could say. Starting with Friday Night SmackDown, where the opening segment was Randy Orton heading to the ring for a promo. He looked like he was, of course, dressed for action. He said,
Okay, first, so what are you doing here?
Because it's my channel and I can do what I want.
Fair.
okay, well, we just moved past the predictions portion, so
I know, I was watching. I'm not here for long. I'm just here to say that I think you are incorrect that they are building to Jacob Fatu versus Cody Rhodes at Crown Jewel.
okay. I didn't say they were, I said they could. Doesn't mean they will.
Yeah, but you said not solo again. I agree with that. I think they're doing Cody Roman 3.
Yeah, maybe.
It's more of a chance than Jacob. Also, Payne, shut up.
Okay, I'm glad we got that out of the way.
Yeah, no. Also, Radio predicting Bailey. Whoa, weirdo.
Yeah, but then he said Tiffany Stratton cash in afterwards.
Again, what a weirdo.
I was just like, again, I think my reasoning for behind that was perfectly logical.
I
So-
think Tiffany will cash in on Nia. Don't know when, but I think she will. And then I think she has a date with the Queen at WrestleMania.
Whoa. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
I
woo.
think they're gonna do Tiffany with Charlotte at Mania.
Battle the blonde bitches.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to say the other thing I was originally thinking.
Anyway,
Something
I can
about
stay
them
until,
being
I can
Barbie
stay until
dolls.
mid. I can stay for like another 20 minutes, so you just carry on.
That's fine, buddy.
Okay, well, we're doing the weekly wrestling recap thing we do again, which is SmackDown open with a Randy Orton promo. Of course, he was dressed to compete. So that Cody Rhodes is only one of the few people he can trust, but is confused about his decision to team with Roman Reigns. He invited Cody out and had a amicable conversation with him before Kevin Owens arrived. Of course, as you might expect, he was probably pretty angry. And then Solo and the Bloodline came out, and KO issued a challenge for a tag match with him and Orton versus Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa. But he, of course, did not want to do a six-man with Cody Rhodes. Disgust.
Yeah, it was quite funny because obviously late on in the show, he said he talked to Kevin. He didn't talk to Kevin.
Yeah, no, there is no way he Cody was like doesn't want to talk to Kevin because Kevin reacted the way he does, which is I'm angry.
Yeah, and also if Kevin's angry, I ain't going anywhere near him.
Yeah, if Kevin Owens was angry and started yelling at me, I'd run. Like I thought,
Yeah, I ain't gonna try to
nope,
talk sense
I'm good.
into him. I don't care if you're Randy Orton. He ain't gonna get through.
Yeah, exactly. And then SmackDown's first match.
I don't trust Cody Rhodes though.
Yeah, I don't trust him either. Like, why would you side with your biggest enemy? You know, it's like,
Yeah.
yep, I don't trust him one bit either. Like he says, not with Roman or whatever, and then and then Randy and Kevin are like, "What are you doing, bruh? You're lying to our face." Anyway, the opening match of SmackDown was Bayley versus Naomi in a number one contenders match to determine who would face Nia Jax at Bad Blood, and as of course we realized Bayley did in fact win because she's facing Nia Jax at Bad Blood.
I don't know why
Okay.
they've seen the triple threat match.
Yeah, that would have been easier because then, even though I
And
think
they're
that's
getting
gonna,
Naomi on the card too, so it's like
yeah, exactly. I think Naomi could still be on Bad Blood because I said there's probably going to be a bit of shenanigans going on there.
yeah. Well, Jade and Bianca's gonna be on there too, aren't they? Because they're hosting.
No, yeah, they are doing that. Even though neither one of them are from Georgia, I think.
Nah, I just think it's to get them on the card.
Yeah, just to get them on the show so they stay happy and whatnot. But apparently Bailey and Naomi had a very solid match. And, I just didn't imagine they know each other very well because they are very good friends. IRL. And Bailey won with a top rope elbow drop. Oh, okay, I didn't know that was the finish, but okay, that's alright. Yes. And then next we had Andrade versus Carmelo Hayes, whatever installment of that is, I don't know, 6 or 7.
I think it was a best of 5, wasn't it?
I think so, yeah. But
So it
apparently
was-
Andrade was talking to LA Knight backstage before about losing respect for him, and then Hayes blindsided LA Knight with an attack. And
By
then
the
bell
way,
rang.
Hayes and Andrade have actually cooked.
Yeah,
Like,
their
this whole
series.
thing's been very good.
Yeah, this series on SmackDown has really sort of helped the in-ring focus of the show they've started to move towards, which I think's one of the better parts of the new presentations they're sort of doing. But yeah, as soon as the bell rang, as you imagine, these two were pretty much all over each other. Hayes had the upper hand into a power slam on the apron when the show cut to commercial, and when I came back, it was as fast-paced and as hard-hitting as the previous 5 bouts I'm reading. So this was number 6. And then,
Okay.
yeah, but Carmelo Hayes eventually defeated Andrade with a roll-up, the most devastating move of all of professional wrestling.
It is.
Yeah. So, apparently, at first that means it's
I'm
going to move.
intrigued now, though, because they're moving Andrade into the US title picture. I wonder if they have him take it.
Well, judging by how Carmelo Hayes beat Andrade, it might be Carmelo.
Yeah, but you could do either one, to be fair.
Yeah, I think they could. I mean, they could also do a triple threat and save LA Knight taking the pin to not lose the belt.
Triple H ain't going to do a triple threat. He's going to do another match between those two to find out who wins.
Yeah, probably. After that, we got Michin, who's become a regular fixture on SmackDown recently, versus Piper Niven and Chelsea Green. And Chelsea Green apparently came out carrying a trash can to accompany Piper Niven to the ring, and then Michin took control early. But then a distraction from Chelsea Green allowed Niven to hit the cannonball from the apron, and then when they return from commercial, we see that the former, I'm not saying that, still in the driver's seat. Meacham was able to fend off interference from Green before she hit a finish to pin Niven. So apparently it was a decent match, but had a couple of sloppy moments, and that's a certain level of aggression that should have been present, but Meacham did, in fact, win. So
Aren't they having a dumpster match?
I think that's happening tomorrow.
That's going to be
So-
interesting.
I guess whoever gets put in the dumpster first wins, or what? I don't know.
No, if you get put in the dumpster, you lose.
That's what I mean. Whoever puts the other person in the dumpster
Oh, yeah,
wins.
yeah. Remember when Braun Strowman faced Kalisto in a dumpster match and Kalisto won?
Yeah, that was an odd decision. What the hell were you thinking with that, Vince?
I don't think that was the end. I think he actually just fell off the apron.
Yeah. It can't be as any bad as Cody Rhodes and Big Show from Extreme Rules 2012, where I think Big Show stepped down into the table and it broke. So Cody won. And then, yeah. And then after that, of course, was what I assume was the main event, Randy Orton and Kevin Owens versus Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu. But there was a backstage argument where Kevin Owens got a little upset with Cody and told him to stay backstage during the main event. But, of course, as you might expect, the prize fighter and Jacob Fatu immediately started trading punches as soon as the match started. Sikoa, after tagging off the KO, took control for a moment, and then the Viper tagged in, aka Randy, tagged in the crowd, chanting his name, but Solo kept playing mind games by tagging out again. Tama Tonga, Low, and Rhodes ended up getting involved and led to Rhodes accidentally costing his friends the match. And after the bell, Owens was upset and felt Cody, but Orton played Peacekeeper. The last shot was KO giving Rhodes a quick hug.
Yeah, Kevin's turning, pal.
Yeah, I think he is too.
I don't know when, but he's turning.
Yes, definitely.
Once he snaps, Cody will need to turn away.
Yeah, for sure.
But I'm also intrigued though. Where does Randy Orton fit in all of this? Because he could also turn, but do you have both turn or what?
I don't think they're going to have Randy turn right away, to be honest, because they seem to be enjoying.
I think there'll be a long build to Randy versus Cody.
Yeah, and since Cody Rhodes is pretty much the new John Cena type babyface anyway, it's like he's probably not going to turn heel for a long time. But Randy's definitely going to be
He's
the
been
heel.
acting a bit heelish recently. Cody has.
Yeah, but I suppose people, with all the talk on social media saying he's boring, he's trying to add an extra layer to his character, I suppose.
Having Roman come back did not help him.
No, I didn't actually. Put him from number one to a close number two. But yeah.
Yeah, that tag match gonna be interesting.
Yes, for sure. Then we moved to Monday Night Raw, which kicked off with new WWE Intercontinental Champion Jey Uso, who, after a recap of his victory over Bron Breakker from last week, hit the ring flanked by his son, apparently, to open the show. Overcome with emotion, he talked about how much his first singles title victory meant to him, and the advice his mother gave him ahead of it. Bron Breakker then interrupted, but instead of attacking him, he started talking trash. He shook Uso's hand in the center of the ring to close out a relatively brief opening segment.
Yeah,
That's interesting.
he just geeted. That's all he did.
Yeah, and then Bron Breakker not being a heel is weird.
Yeah, babyface Braun.
Yeah, that's one way to do a
I
babyface turn.
think no. Ilya Dragunov's injury has something to do with it.
Yeah, I suppose that's what's happened. Is that
Because obviously late on in the show he had a face to face with Gunther. I think that was Ilya's spot, and Braun turned face because Ilya's injured.
Yeah, I think Braun and Gunther is probably something they'll do in the long term. I don't think Braun's going to beat Gunther for the title, or maybe he might, depending on how they're building up. But
Gunther's holding that title until at least Mania.
yeah, until then. And then we had what I assume was the first match on the show: Rey Mysterio versus Xavier Woods. So Xavier Woods' frustration over a recent slump resulted in intense backstage confrontation with Rey Mysterio, giving away to the first night's matchup. Mysterio controlled most of the match, proving to the former king of the ring just how hard it is to beat a world title caliber competitor. Late though, Woods grabbed the Hall of Famer's iconic mask and pulled it off. Ooh, very heelish, very heelish. The moment, very distracting. That allowed Woods to do a schoolboy roll up for the win. Another devastating finish in all of wrestling. But yeah, so looks like they are actually, becoming or moving towards that Xavier Woods heel turn.
Yeah, it's interesting because they're teasing a heel turn, but I don't think he's going to turn heel.
Yeah, neither do I.
They do this all the time when you go.
Yeah, they do it all the time in New Day, and then maybe this time Big E comes back in whether he's cleared to compete or not.
Yeah, I think Big E might come in and sort everything out. He'll put Kofi in one corner. He'll put Xavier in the other corner and be like, "Yo, stop it."
Yeah, we need the power of positivity back. What are you guys doing? This is very negative.
Yes, and then they'll hug and then dance
and eat pancakes and eat cereal and whatever else they do.
And do entrances out of cereal boxes.
Yes, and then maybe ride a tricycle and play trombones.
Yeah, they can do all the things. He's not turning heel, and if he is, I'll be shocked.
Yeah. So we're moving to this is this happens a lot on Raw. Lyra Valkyria versus Zoe Stark, the Pure Fusion Collective, and they squared off in a match with apparently a callback to their Queen of the Ring tournament. Valkyrie overcame the Angel Stark and mounted babyface comeback late, but without the Tanner and Zelina Vega to counteract the presence of Sonya Deville and Shayna Baszler at ringside, she fell victim to the numbers game. Deville delivered an undetected knee to the head, and Stark scored a big win with her Z360 finisher. And after the match, Hills beat down Valkyria until Katana Chance and King Carter meant to say, begging the question, where were they 10 seconds earlier when Pure Fusion Collective cheated to win? good question.
Yeah, I don't
yeah.
know. I don't care about this faction.
Yeah, neither do I. It's one of the worst named factions in wrestling. Right?
Shayna, if you look at Shayna, she just does not care. She doesn't want to be there.
Yeah, she does look bored.
Yeah.
Well, Zoe Stark. Well, I mean, the Sonya Deville just has resting bitch face, and then Zoe Stark actually looks like she's trying.
Yeah, I mean, it's something for them to do, and it's good that they're on TV, but no.
Yeah, I think Sonya would be better
Is
off
it
on her own.
Pure Fusion Collective is something Payne would book?
Hey,
Yeah, probably.
I would not book those guys.
Okay.
He would.
I would not.
And after that, we got one of the bigger and better segments of the night, which was the final words before Bad Blood between CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. 5 days before they step inside. Well, it's now obviously 3 days or 4 days, or 2 days for us in the UK, I suppose.
Bless you.
5 days before they step inside Hell in a Cell, CM Punk and Drew McIntyre deliver their final words with security separating them and the titular steel structure surrounding the squared circle. McIntyre credits his rival for teaching him to hate, while Punk claims Scottish Warrior will not be praying to God or the devil of Bad Blood, but rather to him. The intense promo ended on that note, with the opposition staring each other down with pure hatred in their eyes.
Punk looked mad.
Yes, he was a very angry boy.
It's so interesting because the guy looked like he was gonna absolutely destroy Drew McIntyre on Monday, and then on Tuesday he looked like a completely different person. He was fine.
He was all happy and jovial and giving people advice on NXT, and
Are you the same guy? What is this?
was like, weren't you just like the most miserable man on earth yesterday?
Yeah, maybe it's a Drew McIntyre thing.
Yeah, CM Punk also cost Ethan Page the NXT Championship, I suppose. And then,
I didn't hit him with the GTS.
yeah, he did.
And told Roxanne that he works with children.
Yes, he did. I'm old and tired, and I hate children, and I work with children. AEW roll out press conference callback.
Yeah, but this time he actually, he didn't mean it this time.
Yeah, he was joking. It's like, oh, I know what will get the internet talking. Let me quote something I said 2 years ago.
Yeah, no, this whole Punk Drew feud, it's been good, and honestly, should main event Bad Blood. It's not gonna, because the Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes. That's why.
Yeah, that is why, but I think, with it being, at least with Hell in a Cell being the attached stipulation, this is where we know feuds of this nature, big blood feuds lasting a long time, go to their end. So, I'm very excited for this.
There's a return going to be in that tag match, though. That's why I think it's main eventing. Also, Hillman has something in his contract that says he starts or ends the show, so.
Yeah. Apparently, one of the bigger quotes was from Drew, "You've been back for a year, you've been injured for 4 months, and you're going to be gone forever, and it's all because of Drew McIntyre." And then one of Punk's better lines was, "You have turned me into this fictitious boogeyman my harshest critics portray me to be."
Jesus. He said he's also been living in a hotel for 4 weeks.
Which I think he's lying about, but that's,
Yeah.
it's part of keeping kayfabe, And then Punk promised
him.
to Scotland in a box.
Jesus.
It's like, what, not even a coffin, just a box.
Just a box.
The cardboard box.
It's cardboard, yeah.
And apparently, R-Truth then came back and had a conversation, interrupt the conversation between Braun Strowman and The Miz. The Miz then, and apparently he said to The Miz, "We've got a match against AOP tonight." And this, interrupted a serious conversation.
Against
Miz and
AOP.
Braun. AOP, yeah.
Yeah.
And after this, we'll do a quick rundown because, I don't know, because we'll get to important things and stuff. LWO versus Judgment Day. The result is that the Judgment Day defeated LWO because Finn Balor capitalized on the distraction from Liv Morgan, and then McDonald delivered the devil inside for the win. Then we had Chaos reigns between the Terror Twins and the Judgment Day, where the Judgment Day stood tall. And then we had Kofi Kingston and Chad Gable. Gable defeat Kingston, assumably because Woods stuff.
Xavier Woods cost him the match.
Yes. There was also a pre-tape promo from National Charles, Kairi Sane, Neo Sky, which saw them a challenge to the women's tag team champions Bianca Belair and Jay Cargill. Then we had a Sami Zayn Gunther promo. Sami Zayn continues to pursue the World Heavyweight Championship and interrupted Gunther's ring promo. Stated his case in the ring general against Goff, not giving in to Zayn, so basically the summary of that is that Gunther once again said no. And the prospective number one contender was he made it personal, brought the champion's father, and how he treated him poorly following his loss to Zayn at WrestleMania 40. Brought to fire in the Austrian, leading to physicality, then of Gunther standing tall and finally winning his title opportunity, which is taking place next Monday, or this coming Monday on Raw.
Yeah, just so Sammy can lose.
Yes. And then, of course, there was a new White 6 video. Apparently, it was a warning to an entity, but more significantly, it was what appeared to be a quick shot of returning Alexa Bliss in the closing seconds, apparently.
Yeah, I think it was Alexa Bliss.
Yeah, I think so too. And I think a lot of people factored that she may be involved into it.
Maybe.
Yeah, they're just waiting for the right time, I think.
Yeah, I don't think they'll bring her back like into the fold of it straight away. I think there'll be like a power struggle where she tries to refuse it, and then
Yeah, she'll come back as like her, and then they'll somehow brainwash her.
Yeah, like they were doing with Bray and Uncle Howdy before Bray left, and then basically never came back. And then Joe Tessitore revealed that Ilya Dragunov suffered a tornado ACL at a live event in his match against Gunther and Will missed 6 to 9 months of action, which is it does suck really bad.
It does.
This is why I think Braun Breaker turned face.
Yeah, because they needed another mid card
It was so
babyface.
close to Ilya Gunther again, man.
Yeah, and they'll have to wait till next year.
Yeah.
Or the year after. I don't know when they're going to do it, but I hope they do.
One
I need
day.
it. Give me my graps, damn it.
One day.
Yeah.
But it'll happen on a random episode of Raw that like none of us can watch something.
Yeah, probably.
Knowing them it will. Screw you, George.
Yeah, you bitch. In a match made earlier tonight, The Miz and R-Truth battled Final Testament AOP. And then The Miz turned heel.
That was mean.
Walked out on R-Truth.
Yeah, that was mean.
And obviously that means AOP defeated Awesome Truth, and the Awesome Truth is once again no more.
I'm intrigued to see what they're doing with Karrion Kross and The Miz, you know.
Well, I feel like what they've been doing with Cross this week is actually making him be like this devil on people's shoulder type thing, because he's been doing it with Xavier Woods. He's now done it with The Miz, and The Miz is obviously more susceptible to it because he's a douche.
Yeah, he literally just kicked R-Truth in the face.
Yeah, it's like, nope. And it's like, bye. And then,
How dare you, Miz? I was just starting to like you too.
I mean, I think he's been babyface for what, a year now? Something like that.
I think heel Miz is better though.
Yeah, Miz has always been better as a heel, for sure. It's where he thrives the most. Even though this face one was, with R-Truth in particular, was fun at times, but obviously after WrestleMania, it's just, they've not really done anything. And then we had the main event, which was the last monster standing match between Braun Strowman and Big Bronson Reed. And by the way, this has been one of the best TV feuds of the year.
Yeah, this has been very good.
This should have been on Bad Blood. Been that good, but you know.
But if you think about it, it would have had to main event then because of the him taking.
Yeah, but Braun Strowman did defeat Bronson Reed because a returning Seth Rollins came from out of nowhere and delivered the stomp to Bronson Reed, and he did not answer the count of 10.
After the
Seth Rollins is back. Seth Rollins is back.
Seth Rollins is back, yes. He told Bronson Reed, this ain't over, buddy.
No, not by a long shot.
So I'm going to assume Seth's going to beat Bronson in this feud, and then he's going to turn his attention back to CM Punk.
Yeah, I assume so.
I
think CM Punk's probably immediate future after Bad Blood might be Gunther.
Yeah, I think Survivor Series Punk Gunther.
Yeah. Then we now move to AEW Dynamite, which was their 5th anniversary episode.
Oh, did you see the ratings?
680,000 viewers.
Dude,
Yeah.
NXT bro had 800 and something, 900
Huh?
and something. NXT had like
What's right?
800 something.
Well, Dynamite did more than NXT.
No, NXT got 800 and something.
Yeah.
Dynamite
then-
got 600 and something.
Yeah, 680,000.
Yeah, NXT got like 899 or something. Something like that.
Yeah, the move to CW has really benefited them in that regard, I think.
Yeah, well,
Big on.
next week they're both head to head.
Yep.
I think NXT wins, regardless.
NXT had a good show this week, to be fair.
Yeah, they did, actually. I can do I'll do a quick result recap of that, I suppose, but I'm not going to go through everything because we're.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll just run through a quick little thing. Hang on. Yeah. Julia Roxanne Perez defended the NXT Women's Championship against Julia, and then Perez won because Cora Jade came back and DDT Julia rolled her back in, and Perez did pop rock and got the 1, 2, 3. So
I said it was going to happen.
yeah. There was a street fight between Wesley and Zachary Wentz. There was a pretty gnarly bump in this, by the way, where Zachary Wentz was supposed to get pushed off a rope through a table, but instead he cleared it and just
Went over the table.
Yeah, he went over the table, back planted the walkway.
That's worse than going through the table.
Yeah, but I thought that made the spot more brutal, in my opinion. Then we obviously had a Miss TV thing where it featured Obafemi and Tony D'Angelo.
Their match is next week.
Yes, it is in St. Louis. Then we had Jada Parker and Lana Vice versus Fatal Influences, Fallon Henley and JC Jane, and the match was won by Fatal Influence. Then we had NXT Championship match, Ethan Page defending against Trick Williams with CM Punk as a special guest referee, as we alluded to earlier. Trick Williams defeated Ethan Page, becoming the new NXT champion.
Yeah, and CM Punk wore shorts.
Yeah, he was trying to do his best HBK circa 1990 something.
And Triple H was there.
And Trips was there, yes.
New titles also.
Yeah. Then we'll move to AEW's 5th anniversary Dynamite thing. Open with Ricochet versus Will Ospreay, and as you can imagine, this was flippy as hell.
This was a gymnastics routine.
Yeah, still quite a good match, though, as you might imagine.
Yep.
A lot of counters, a lot of exchanges, but the result was a draw because Konosuke Takashita did stuff.
Well, no, the match ended as a draw because both shoulders were on the mat. And then Eshtar attacked them.
Yeah.
I think it was way too early to do this match anyway. I think they should have held it off longer, so the next time they fight now, there won't actually be a winner.
Well, it's funny you say that because they're actually going to fight Wrestle Dream next week, but Konosuke Takashita is involved also, so it's a triple threat.
Oh. Well,
yeah, that's a bit. Yes. Then we had Adam Page versus Juice Robinson.
Juice! Oh my god, did you see Reagan's team name for Juice Robinson and Carlito?
Apple Juice.
Yeah.
I was like, nice.
I was there with him last night when he said it. I was like, oh yeah, that's awesome.
He's funny. Yeah, I remember reading my messages this afternoon when I got back from work, and I was like, the fuck?
You get it though, right?
Yeah, I do get it, because Colio eats apples, and then Juice Robinson's name is Juice Robinson.
Yeah, it's apple juice.
Funny enough, Robinson's is also a juice brand in the UK.
He is dating Tony Storm, that's why everyone hates him.
I think he's great, personally.
Yeah, but he is awesome, except for the fact he's dating Tony Storm. I hate him for that.
Anyway, Hangman Page defeated Juice Robinson, but a returning Jay White came from out of nowhere.
Yeah, because Adam Page took out the guns before the match by hitting one in the back of the head with a chair and throwing one into a kitchen.
Damn. Don't tell Hangman to chill. You've already killed Swerve. You don't need to kill anybody else.
I know, man.
And then Jay White apparently chased Hangman for a table. So that might be a feud they're going with long term, which I like.
Face Jay White will be interesting.
Yes. I think he's better as a heel, personally, but yeah, we'll see how that goes. Then we had Serena Deeb versus Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. And the match was won by Britt Baker in her first match since All In.
Her entrance was cool.
Say again?
Her entrance was cool. She
Whose
came for the
entrance?
crowd.
Oh. Britt, that was cool, yeah, for sure. And apparently Baker had a giant terrible towel, so that means something about the Pittsburgh Steelers, I think.
Yes.
And then Deeb's chop block looked nasty, Ray Crash looked really good. Then we had Private Party versus the Iron Savages. Private Party squashed the Iron Savages, one of the quickest matches in AEW's 5-year history. And then apparently challenged the Young Bucks to a tag team title match where Jack Perry helped his friends attack Private Party until Katsuki Yuri Shibata made the save, which is why there's going to be a TNT title match at Wrestle Dream between Jack Perry and Katsuki Yuri Shibata.
Shibata challenged him in the parking lot.
Yeah. Probably with the Google Translate thing.
Yeah, it was. It was on the phone.
Yeah. Then the main event was Bryan Danielson defending was winner takes all pretty much. It was AEW World Title and Continental title on the line. Bryan Danielson was Kazuchika Okada.
For 20 minutes.
The Continental was only on the line for the first 20 minutes.
Which
I
is
don't know why
weird.
people are confused about this stipulation. It's kind of easy to understand. That basically just tells you this match is going longer than 20 minutes.
Yeah. Basically.
Because it's Okada and Danielson.
And they had a half an hour overhead.
Yeah. Most of that was used by Danielson and Okada.
Yeah. Because TBS was like, you know what? We'll give you half an hour.
Yeah. And probably it
It
took them
was
a few minutes to exchange. Sorry, go ahead.
It was a good match.
Yeah, Perry only took them a few minutes to exchange Fast and Furious holds, takedowns, and counters, and then Okada took control, maintained it after he returned from a break in American Dragon. Always managed to get back in the fight as he does, and then as time ran out on the Continental title portion of the match, Okada rolled out of the ring to avoid a pin after a Psycho knee. And then there was a fantastic choice in the main event, apparently, and there was a great performance. Danielson pinned Okada with a backslide. Oh my god, another roll-up finish from wrestling television this week. What is going on? Everyone wants to do that this week.
Two,
No.
one.
And apparently, Okada was distracted by Cloudy casting early in the crowd, and the Blackpool Combat Club attacked the American Dragon after the bell, while Moxley said none of this was about him. Then Wheeler Yuta came out and chased them off with a hammer. But Mox stood tall and almost dared him to use it. Then Yuta grabbed the mic and said he and Danielson would face back and casting early next week.
Yeah.
We also had some other notable things happen on the show tonight. We had Darby Allin issue an open challenge to somebody for a match at Wrestle Dream. And then we had Shelton Benjamin make his AEW debut, introduced by MVP.
Bobby Lashley is not too far behind him.
Her business is getting back together.
Yes, sir. Her business.
In their immediate
I
future
think
seems to be Swerve Strickland.
Join them.
I think he'd be a remarkable addition for them. Because if you're going to have Bobby be the big singles guy going after the world title, you want probably Hobbs and Benjamin.
I know like Lashley's the big guy, but Hobbs is bigger.
Yeah, but Hobbs is hench.
He can be like bodyguard.
Yeah, he'll be the bodyguard, and then you got, the boss, which is Bobby. Then you got MVP's the right hand man. Then you got Shelton Benjamin, the whatever they're calling him. I did see it.
The leader of the complaint crew.
Yeah, sure. He's that.
That's what MVP called.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's everything from this week. Any other general news we can go through real quick?
She said nothing, and MVP gave her business card.
Yeah.
That'll be interesting.
Anyway, is there any other general news we can get through?
Well, the TV deal got announced.
Yep, AEW is still going to be on TNT and TBS, and then their pay-per-views are now going to be streamed on Max.
Which is good
And it
for
looks
me.
like it's just been.
And apparently, there's TV deal there, which is for 5 years or something.
I think it's 3. Might be 5 though. Don't know. Didn't really look at it. It's
I
150.
think it's 3 with the additional year as an option.
Okay, yeah.
But apparently, it's a very big money
Yeah.
deal. Like, it's bigger than anything they've ever had before.
Yeah, it's interesting. It wasn't what AEW was looking for though. It's significantly lower than what Tony.
Well, who cares? He's got lots of money anyway. But apparently, at least with this TV deal, they'll finally be profitable.
Yeah, until no one shows up.
Yeah, which is
They
another issue. They need to lower their ticket prices if they want people to come.
They actually had people on the hard cam side last night.
Whoa.
No, crazy.
Another big story. I suppose we'll go to. Actually, yeah. Sorry, say what you were going to say.
That's the biggest shock of the week that they have people on the hard cam side.
Yeah.
We can talk about Chamber.
Yeah, that's what I was going to allude to. Apparently, per WrestleVotes on their backstage pass, that 2025's WWE Elimination Chamber Premium Live event is set to take place in the UK in March 2025, and the current cities leading are Manchester and Birmingham.
Jesus.
1, I don't want to go to Manchester, and 2, I don't want to go to Birmingham. It's a shithole.
I'd rather go to Manchester than Birmingham.
So would I, but you know, as long as if it's nowhere near Old Trafford, that's fine by me.
It'll probably be in the AO Arena
Yeah, probably.
or Utilita Arena in Birmingham. But this will be John Cena's last chamber.
Yeah, the last chamber. Last elimination chamber, indeed.
And it's in the UK.
And he did say, but you know, John, we wanted WrestleMania. You said you're going to get us a WrestleMania, and you failed.
You got us a chamber.
Yeah, you got us that in an arena, not a stadium. Like, come on.
Maybe he'll get us a Mania, just he won't be on it.
As long as maybe he will be on it, like as a host or something. To, you know.
Oh yeah, he'll probably appear, but still, you failed. You didn't get us Mania. How dare you?
Yeah.
But no, that's kind of cool though, having it in the UK. I just don't know why they wouldn't go to London.
Yeah, why? Like London's the capital. Everybody flocks there. Like you get.
I mean, they went to Scotland, they've been to Wales, they've been to England. Why don't they just go to Northern Ireland, man?
Yeah, Northern Ireland's quite a good wrestling crowd. Also, I've heard. So
you could have Becky Lynch appear. You could have Finn Balor appear. You could have Sheamus appear.
Yeah, you could actually.
You could have John Cena talking Irish.
That big Irish superstar, John Cena.
Yeah, obviously. Duh.
Yeah.
But no, that's quite exciting.
Apparently, Taz was attacked in the parking lot.
By who exactly? I don't know.
Well, the thing
I think
you need to watch the show to find out.
You can watch it at work tomorrow on the TV or something.
I didn't see who it was, but Hook said he's going to find out who it was, and he's going to do things. It's going to hurt them.
Murder somebody.
Yeah.
And I suppose the other big thing is like Pat McAfee telling Cody Rhodes that he is the big guy is coming back this week, whatever that means.
And Cody was like, which one?
It's like, yeah, that could be The Rock, that could be Brock Lesnar, and it could be Hikuleo, maybe. I don't know.
Could be Hypack. Here's the big guy.
Just no.
That's his name, the big guy.
Yeah, I know. But please, not him.
He also said there'll be a video package teasing a match at Crown Jewel, which I think will be Roman Cody somehow, some way.
See, if they announce that during before the match, that might change things.
Why does Pat McAfee know all this?
I don't know. He just knows stuff.
Yeah.
Is he just like a fly in the creative meeting every day?
Yeah, he's up on the wall like he's Spider-Man, and they somehow don't notice him.
You know what? Pat McAfee's fine.
There was also a video package teasing the debut of women's wrestler Australian wrestler Delta.
Delta, yeah.
So she's on her way soon.
I'm surprised the Motor City Machine Guns wasn't on the first show in CW.
Yeah, I was a bit surprised. Maybe they're not coming at all. Who knows? Or maybe they debut in St. Louis next week.
They might debut at a pay-per-view, to be fair.
I mean, Halloween Havoc is at the end of the month, which is where they're also teasing the Delta stuff.
Axiom and Nathan Frazier, are they defending against Austin Theory and Jason Waller?
I think so.
They might debut.
Maybe.
Yeah. Any other news that I'm missing?
CM Punk did the podcast. Well, did an interview, and literally sat there and full on explained his entire Survivor Series return. That was kind of cool.
I'll have to watch that at some point.
He was like, I drove to the arena, didn't even know if I was allowed in the building. Then I sat in Triple H's office, and then they told me to go to the cage, and he thought he was going to go to the actual cage. But obviously there was 2 cages on the stage.
Yeah.
They meant those. Punk thought when Triple H said go to the cage, he was going into the War Games cage.
And like, no, just a little shark cage ones we leave them in before they get their countdowns.
Can you imagine if you would have gone in that cage? That would have been expensive.
Yeah. I mean, other big news includes Brock Lesnar was added back to the active roster list.
Yep.
Yeah, I saw that. Brock Lesnar, I'm not going to lie to you. He wasn't really taken off it, but then again, he was. I think.
Yeah.
I don't think it means anything though. I don't think he'll be back.
Yeah, I don't think he'll be. As I said, the allegations against Vince and him because he's been implicated are false. And yeah, that can open the door. But should it not go the right way, then he won't be coming back.
Well, the Vince McMahon documentary. Have you watched it yet, Liam?
I am on the last episode.
What do you think of it so far?
It's fucking mental.
I know.
The guys are crazy.
You find out, I remember last week, he proposed a storyline with Stephanie. Did you see it?
Yeah, and I was like, obviously, because you guys told me about it last week, I still sat there and went, ew.
Yeah.
I was like, I knew you were a foul old man, as stuff was suggested recently, but
The daughter, bro. It's not just TV.
It's like your daughter. And I think actually my head immediately just went, sweet home Alabama.
For God's sake.
But then another big bit of news I want to touch upon is that Killswitch / Luchasaurus has been hospitalized and is dealing with pneumonia in both of his lungs. And just want to bring that up because I want to wish him well.
Yeah, he was found by his girlfriend in his house.
Yeah, that's not great.
No.
Poor guy.
Also, apparently Wardlow is injured.
Yeah, okay.
For fuck's sake, again? Dude!
I don't believe that for 1 minute.
Can he
They
not?
said it was his last time. They just weren't using him.
I don't believe that for 1 minute. Also, Rusev wanted his release, didn't get it, and one of the Lucha Pros is not going anywhere.
Yeah, because the Tony Khan's going to be a petty little bitch and add injury time to Ray Phoenix's company.
Yeah.
He's allowed to do it, though.
He's allowed to do it. He's the boss.
It's a part of the deal.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, you're an AEW hardcore and you want to talk about how WWE adds injury time to contracts, and then they're like, but Tony Khan doesn't do that. Well, quite clearly he does.
But I think from what I've heard is he only did it because he thinks that the Lucha Bros actually talked with WWE, which no one knows if they did, but if they did whilst under contract, that is contract tampering, and I don't blame him if they did talk to them. But if they didn't, then yeah, I don't know.
Contract tampering is illegal.
Exactly. Yeah, so if the rumors are true and they were talking to WWE under contract, then Tony adding time onto their contract, like, I have no issue with it.
Yeah.
Also,
Well,
there's been an update on the Nikki Bella and her husband thing.
Ex-husband, no.
right.
Well, it's not her ex-husband yet because they're not divorced yet, Peyton.
Yeah, they're just separated.
Apparently, she's come out and said details of what happened, and she said that obviously, this is just her words. Obviously, there's two sides to a story, and we haven't heard his side yet. But she said he tossed onto the floor and like gripped her down and stopped her from going to her son while her son was watching. I'm like,
Oh.
Jesus.
Oh, okay.
So
That
that happened multiple times. Also, obviously, she's filed for divorce, and she's filed for full custody of her son.
yeah. Okay.
But all the allegations were dropped against him. Like all the charges, not allegations, all the charges were dropped against them.
Yeah.
But yeah. So we've heard her side. We haven't heard his side. But obviously, that's going to be a legal battle because there's a child involved.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but that stuff happens.
See, this is what happens when you leave. This is what happens when you leave John Cena.
John Cena the one kids in the first place, which I don't blame him either.
Oh, John Cena's fault.
Anyway, that's everything.
Okay.
You got our bad blood predictions. You've heard us chat and talk about the previous week, this past week in wrestling. Of course, I think we are going live this Saturday with WWE Bad Blood live from Atlanta, Georgia, in the State Farm
We
Arena.
should be.
We won't be there, but you know what we mean.
We should be, yeah.
I will be there.
I should be there as well. But we'll see what
I'm
happens.
going to be there. I'm going to try. Well, it's a weekend. I'll be there. Yeah.
I will be there.
Providing I don't fall asleep, I will be there.
And Vega,
Because
and Vega
I
should,
got time off work.
and Vega should be streaming it, so he should be.
I think Vega is streaming it if he's going to talk.
Yeah,
Good. He speaks. He lives. And next week we are back with another podcast as per usual, but this time we're predicting AEW Wrestle Dream.
And I will not be there.
Yeah, I mean I'll try and be here because I seem to have taken over from Ross lately in terms of getting people's things down. So that's cool.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll wrap this up now. We have been the Wrestle Arc Podcast. If you want to go check out all our sponsors, they're down below in the description, as is our links to our personal social medias and or YouTube channels / Twitch channels. I don't know if radio's Twitch channels.
Very quickly. That thing Radio talked about a few weeks ago, the 2K thing. Keep an eye out on Radio's Twitch.
Yeah, keep an eye on radio's Twitch. The start of that got postponed, but we should be back up and running. Hopefully, should everything work.
Yes.
And go check out our merch at tpublic.com/user/WrestleArc, I think it is. And make sure
Arc Wrestle.
Okay, thanks. And then make sure you like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Share this around. Talk as much wrestling as you possibly can down below. If you joined us during the stream, thank you for joining us. But from myself, Aled, Vega, and Pin, this is Wrestle Arc saying goodbye. Until next week.
Wrestle Arc out.